Hi guys. If you ever think about it, what is the meaning to life? I mean, why would we have been created? What purpose do we have? It's one of the most unanswered questions that anyone has ever had before. And it's hard to explain. We, as an advanced society, created, all this stuff around us. Whatever device you're using to watch this video. Houses. They created, genetic engineering. So, what is there as a purpose? What is the purpose? If you think about it, life is actually meaningless. It's not to sound depressing, but why would there be any reason in our creation? Well, we've always been able to discover, like, for example, math. Math is definitely a very important part of life. And science, because, we've learned about DNA. We've learned a lot, and we're the most advanced society that we know of. Humans think a lot, and, they think about how there could be life on other planets. Just why life is what it is. And there's such thing as depression, birth defects. There are really bad things in life, and really good things, like how myths exist, and we've come up with, say, unicorns. But they obviously aren't real, unless we actually discover them. But the main reason of life is just to discover. I believe myself that the only meaning of life is to live it. I have not very severe, but pretty bad depression, and it makes me think a lot. Unless you obviously know what depression is, unless you were never taught. Some people have parts of their brain missing, so they forget lots of the things they've learned, and they can't really learn it again until, well, their brain gets fixed. But this world doesn't need to be fixed in any way. It's perfect. Just to other people with depression, life still needs to have some meaning, whether you believe in it or not. I actually kind of believe that life doesn't have a meaning, but we learn, we examine things around us. That's kind of the purpose. If you're not religious, then you wouldn't believe in gods, or God himself. And that's okay. Different people have different religions, different thoughts, different ways they believe in life. I'm Christian, so I believe only that one God exists and no other gods. A lot of people believe that God is male, but I believe God is female, which probably not a lot of people do. I have thoughts. I became really smart. My mom thought I was too smart when I was around 5, so she took me to the hospital for my brain to get scanned. And turns out I was fine. But I just think a lot. Depression might just help with that. It doesn't matter what you think. It's still true, but not true either. What you believe is what you believe, and that's that. So, no one should be fighting over anything. War should never have existed, because people think different things, and we should accept that. Black people and women were treated terribly back then. Hitler, one of the worst men alive, killed and tortured thousands of Jewish people just because they were Jewish. People become terrible over little things. And terrible or not, we should thank them for existing because they played a part in the world. Just because Hitler was a terrible, terrible person doesn't mean we shouldn't thank him for existing. Because if he never existed, then the world wouldn't be what it is today. It doesn't matter. None of it really matters, whether you're good or bad. You'll obviously go to hell if you're bad, heaven if you're good, but everyone dies in the end. So that makes you wonder, what is the purpose